Hi, this is Dr. Kerry Johnson. I hope you've heard my name before. I'm the author of 8 books, including Mastering the Game, Sales Magic, Willpower, The Secret of Self-Discipline, Why Smart People Make Dumb Mistakes with Their Money, and my newest book, Mastering Self-Confidence, which is number 4 in the Audible Amazon.com list this month. On October 9th, I'll be speaking in Indianapolis to the Do It Best meeting on the trust connection, mastering the art of positive relationships with your team. Do you realize when you're on the telephone, you're only gleaning about 35% of the overall meaning in a conversation? That means that unless you're eyeball to eyeball with people, belly button to belly button, toenail to toenail, you're missing about 65% of the meat of that message. And even a sharp college boy like me, who is senior class president 2 years in a row, knows if you're not face to face at the right time, you're missing way too much in this business. We're going to be talking about many useful, effective things in that meeting that you can use in your business. Number 1, we'll be talking about something called the touch of persuasion. Do you realize you can get people to retain 300% more of what you say by this very simple technique? How are you at praising people? Do you know that praising is one of the 5 most important reasons why people stay with a company? Well, we're going to talk about a technique called the 3-step praise. And if you have to reprimand, obviously you have to do it sometimes. We're going to talk about how to do it effectively so it turns someone into a constructive reprimand instead of a destructive one and people sabotage you behind your back. We're going to talk about words also. In fact, University of California and also Yale University came up with 12 words which are so persuasive that people just sort of gravitate to this. And I call these how to magnetize people instead of chase them. We're also going to talk about gender communication techniques. Do you know that men talk in ropes, women talk in spider webs? If you think you can communicate the way you want to be communicated with, you're going to miss half the people that work with you. We're also going to talk about the 3 things women dislike most about working with men in businesses. Do you realize that you can actually listen people into doing what you'd like them to do? Do you know that you could actually listen people into telling you what their concerns are, what their attitudes are, and you can turn them around towards people that are even more productive than if they didn't have concerns? Well, we call this the 5-step bridge. It's going to be very effective at how you communicate with anybody, including your customers. And lastly, trust is the most important thing that you do. Without trust, we can't give money away in the streets of New York City. With trust, people stay with us, they buy from us. But here's a question for you. If you believe that trust is the most important thing that you do you think for a moment, in every situation, all the time, do you actually know how to get trust? We're going to talk about that also. I'm going to show you how you can get trust in 3 minutes face-to-face and yet actually 30 seconds on the telephone. So join me on October 9th. Do it best on my topic, the trust connection, mastering the art of positive relationships with your team.